So guys, I've had a chat with Jonathan, and he's given this machine a very glowing reference. I'd like to talk to you guys about what you think about it. First, let's start with you, Steve. Would you agree with Jonathan in saying that this is a very heavy-duty, well-built machine?
Yeah, that's the main reason we wanted this, because of the table load it could take. Because a lot of them we were looking at were 300 kg table load, but then when you get tipping them, it's less than that. This will actually tip 600 kg.
That's an important point. I've never come across that before then. So even though people might state a weight on a table, that's not the same when it's turned to a 90 degree?
No, it's reduced sometimes, yeah. Which for our sort of work, bolsters and that, square blocks, we need to be able to take the weight on the table and tip as well to get into the parts.
And had you seen this machine before you went to XYZ?
Yeah, I had seen it on your video with when it was demonstrated with Mike Corbin, and it gave us a good insight to see how the machine moved and the size and how it looked built and that with the working area.
What's the biggest component you've actually put on here so far?
It'd be a bolster 500 square by 56 thick, I think at the moment. Yeah, that's the largest one.
Okay, but you're doing lots of different parts because you've obviously got a smaller one on here today.
Yeah.
Ian, from a programming side, you're obviously hands-on here at the control. You've done a lot of work with Hyde & Haynes on 3 and 4 axis. How have you adapted to going to 5?
Pretty easily, really. It's no different to 3 to 4 axis. The programming side's the same. It's just working out, learning the sequence of programming compared to 3 to 4 axis.
And have you had much training? Did you get much training, or did you need much training?
We had a day's course where we basically showed the basics, but other than that, we've sort of been going through it ourselves and learnt ourselves. It isn't that hard to pick it up as you go along.
And have you had any 5-axis experience before? Is this your first entry into 5-axis?
Yes, yeah, it's my first go on 5-axis, so yeah, it's...
But you're still smiling, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Steve, on the CAD-CAM side, you had a system that you use in your machine shop. Did XYZ and you guys work together to get the right post to be able to use that on here too?
More the cam supplier supplied the post, and to be honest, we haven't had a problem with it. It's worked fine with the machine, so it's all worked together good, which is something that we must have to get the machines useless without the cam package, really. So it's something we really needed to be correct for working the machine.
Certainly with some of the profiling you're doing and the more simultaneous type 5-axis machining, you need to have that, don't you?
Yeah, we will be using the full simultaneous 5-axis quite a bit on some of the components, inserts for moulds and that, yeah. And
how do you find loading this machine as well, Ian? Because 5-axis is often sometimes difficult to get into machines, but here, certainly with bigger parts, do you get in easily?
Yeah, we've got a really big door, really big entrance, so and the actual machine's fairly set back as well, so you're not having to lean into the machine to get in parts onto the table, so it's easier for me.
And you do have, well, you've got plenty of muscles, but you do have cranes here.
Yeah, we've got cranes and that. Most of the jobs we do are a bit heavier than what you can actually lift yourself.
And when you were exploring the market, you must have been looking at 5-axis. Were you a bit daunted? Did you think when this comes in, there's going to be a lot of expectation from me to be able to improve that productivity? Was that a factor in your mind?
A little bit, yeah. It was a bit daunting, but say from the jobs we have done on it already, it has saved a lot of time, mainly on setups.
And if you were to look at more 5-axis machines in the future, the purchase of this XYZ machine, has it gone smooth enough, and have you been impressed enough to push you in the direction of saying, actually, why wouldn't we just have another one of these?
Yeah, no, I exactly would. Yeah, I'll just get another one of these. It's all been sorted. They've been really good XYZ with the machine, haven't they? Sorting out any problems or that. So yeah, I'll just stick with the same, to be honest. Yeah.